So this is the bedroom currently, in its current state, and although it's not bad, I just find it a little bit uninspiring. So I did paint this about a year and a half ago in this green, which I do still like, but I just find it a little bit too Soho House, that very modern look that everybody's going for, and to be honest, it's just not me. So I want to return to a more classic style for my room. I think the issue was last time that I wanted something that was masculine, but it's kind of gone just a little bit too plain. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a spruce up so that I can just make it a little bit more of a special room. The first thing that I'm going to do is add some curtains to the window, which I've bought. And then just a very simple, unlined, creamy white linen curtain that I'm going to put there. I think that will frame the window. I'm going to paint the walls in the same colour as the living room. I am definitely going to change these two lamps, but I need to find some new ones. I'm going to do that this week. And then what else am I going to do? I'm going to get rid of this round skirted table. And in the window, I'm going to put a desk, like a dressing table and a chair. I never ever watch the TV, so that is going to go away. I do need to think of a solution for when my boyfriend comes home for the summer and stays with me, because he likes to watch TV. In fact, we like to watch TV together. So yes, I think painting the room will definitely give it a bit of a spruce up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and look for other things just to bring it up to date a little bit more in terms of what I'm looking for. So some new cushions, maybe some new accessories, definitely some new lamps. I might even replace the side tables, chest of drawers, so they're both two different ones, which I quite like. So yes, I'm going to get started. I would like to get this done in the next few days. I think it will need 2 coats of paint, and I'm pretty a dab hand at painting, as you have probably figured out how many times I've been painting over the last few years. So yeah, let's get going. There's a message drifting in the air. So it's just gone 9 p.m. and I've just finished the first coat in the entire room. I did the edging around the ceiling and around all of the skirting boards and light fixtures. Then I had dinner and I was almost going to just leave the rest till tomorrow. But I'm so glad that I've got the first coat done, because that means that I can get up early in the morning and get this done by midday and it will all be done. I have to say, I'm not somebody who is crazy about painting. I don't really find it very enjoyable. I'm just always constantly looking how long I've got left before I'm finished, and then I see all the little bits and I'm like, oh, it kind of is a little bit soul-sucking, really. Now, another thing that has made it take a lot longer is that I decided to paint the crown moulding around the top of the walls. The reason why, I kind of had a little bit of a mistake and I painted an area, and I thought that it looked quite nice, and I just decided to go for it. I've never painted that the same colour as the walls before, and I think it's going to look really great. I do like this colour. It's a little bit hard to see because it's getting dark now, but I think it's a lot more serene. I did like the green colour, but I'm really a fan of beautiful beige neutral tones at the minute, and I just think it's so calming, peaceful, and elegant. In fact, earlier when I was painting, I was thinking that my brief for this room is chic, elegant, and calming. I think that was the 3. Chic, masculine, and calming. I want it to still be masculine, and I think it will be. It's going to be beautiful, I hope. So I'm going to finish off. I'm sleeping in the spare room tonight because we've got this is just covered in mess. In fact, my whole apartment is upside down because all of the stuff from in here is in the hallway and everything's everywhere. So I need to get tidied up. My mind races when I have an untidy house. So I'm going to go and settle down, have a cup of tea, and then in the morning I will carry on. Well, I've just got out of the shower, washed all the paint off me. I'm feeling super clean and ready to get on with decorating the rest of the bedroom. But before I do, I thought that I would just give myself a little bit of a pamper as painting was quite labour intensive. So I'm going to do myself a at-home facial, and I'm going to be using this, which is called the UFO 3 from Foreo, Sweden. I have shared this in the past, and this has become my skincare saviour. I absolutely love this device. So the UFO 3 is a deep facial hydration device. Now what this does, it pairs with an app on your smartphone to give you a guided facial, which I just love. By the way, you can use it without the app also and just do it on your own, but I always like to use the app as it's so great. And I'm going to show you how it works just now. So what you get with the UFO 3 are a series of masks. I have a few here. I've got a green tea, a Manuka honey, a Make My Day hydration, and then the Youth Junkie. So I've used all of these except for the green tea mask. So that is the one that I'm going to use today. Okay, so now that we have the mask on the UFO 3 device, I'm going to start the treatment with my iPhone. This is so cool. So we go onto the UFO mask treatments, and then you find the mask that you are using. So this is the green tea mask. Soothe and condition stressed skin with one of Mother Nature's most potent sources of antioxidants. Pair this green tea face mask with your UFO device for a refreshing facial treatment that will gently purify and protect skin, leaving it healthy and radiant with a natural glow. And we push start on here and it's going to start.
Activated mask to your device.
Okay.
Use a circular motion as you gently glide UFO across your face and neck, distributing mask essence evenly. Allow your mind and body to relax as green LED and a gentle warmth prepare your skin to receive the full benefits
Green
of this
LED.
purifying complex.
Oh, it feels so wonderful. I can feel it heating up now. The green LED and thermotherapy. And it just leaves your skin feeling so refreshed.
Enhance absorption of the green tea formula, while blue LED light helps to diminish the appearance of blemishes.
Now it's starting to get cold. You can see it's yellow and it's started to pulsate. And that's what I love most about this mask, this device, is that you only have to do 3 minutes and it will really refresh your skin for the whole day. It's so quick. You don't need to go for an expensive long facial. You can do this every single day if you want, and it will just take 3 minutes. It's as quick as brushing your teeth and just leaves you with a wonderful, gorgeous glow. The pulsations feel really great on your skin. You can feel it just really getting into the skin and penetrating the mask.
A cooling sensation instantly calms and refreshes skin, while green LED light and T-sonic pulsations help reveal clear, healthy-looking skin. You're coming to the end of your treatment. Take a few more seconds to relax and enjoy, and prepare to feel refreshed.
Your smart mask treatment is now complete.
Complete?
If you'd like, you can repeat the treatment.
Okay, so that is the treatment complete, and I can feel the residue of the mask on my skin. So what I like to do is just to rub it in, just let it do its thing. But yes, this UFO 3 has become my skincare savior. I hardly ever go for a facial now because I have this one at home, so it really is worth the price. And I'm delighted to let you know that if you would like to try this for yourselves, all you need to do is click the link in the description box for 30% off the UFO 3 device. So again, 30% off, just click the link in the description box and you can claim that discount on the UFO 3. Also, the first 50 people to enter code 10 Nicolas on there will get an additional 10% off. So in total that is 40% off the UFO 3. So yes, if you want an additional 10% off, enter the code 10 Nicolas and you'll get that additional 10%, but it is the first 50 people to enter the code. So I would advise that you be quick because these always go really, really fast when I've done it in the past. So yes, I'm delighted to share the UFO 3, a little bit of self-indulgence, a little bit of pampering, but we all need that from time to time, don't we? Amazing. So let's get to the decorating of my bedroom. I'm glad I didn't film this part that I'm about to tell you about because it ended up being a real disaster. One of the things that I've always prided myself on with this YouTube channel is being completely open and honest about mistakes and trying new things, and if it doesn't always turn out very well. I think on social media you often see this image of perfection and you don't really get to see the behind the scenes and what it takes to actually reach that perfection. So I thought that I would try to put the curtain pole up myself. It seemed to be very simple and I thought the instructions sounded quite easy, but when I tried to do it, these walls are really old, and when I tried to drill the screws into the wall for the curtain pole, it was just like drilling into powder. So I end up trying to find a few new places because I was so determined to get it up. So I tried different locations around the window, just not happening. So I really ended up making a mess of the walls, and I'm going to have to fill them with polyfiller and repaint them. But I've managed to get the curtain pole up with the help of my friend Jonathan Fremantle, who has been this morning, and we've managed to put it up. It looks fine for the purposes of this video, but I just wanted to show you that everything you see on social media is not always as it seems. So we have the curtains up and they've looked pretty good, but when you get close up you can see that it's perhaps just not the best job. But for now it is fine. I want to get this bedroom makeover done and dusted, but I just wanted to share that. I think one of the most wonderful transformations that you can make in a room is by hanging some pictures. So now I'm going to do just that, and I thought that I would share what I'm going to hang. Now you may or may not remember, because it was quite a while ago, that last March I went to Florence with Vanessa, and whilst I was there we went to a little market and I found these architectural prints for about £5 each. Well, I've had them in the cupboard for all that time and I decided that I was going to frame them. So that is what I have done, and I'm really happy with how they've turned out. So I've got 3 of them. They're quite big. This is the first one. And this is real gold leaf on the edges of these. So these are pretty special frames. I've had these frames for about 8 years. And they weren't being used, so I decided to use them. And I just really like the way that they've turned out in the frames with the mounts. And I just think that having a little bit of gold in the room will just add that glamour and sparkle that I was looking to achieve, rather than having a more Soho House vibe that I was talking about before. And it's such a special memory of a nice time. So that is the first one. And then the next one is also pretty cool. The Pianta dell'Antico Tempio Angiolo di Firenze. I don't speak Italian very well. I need to get back onto my language learning app to have a go at that. But here's the next one. And then finally, the last one, which is my favourite, the Pianta dell'Antico Fiorentino. And I just like the circular look at this one. But I really do love these prints. The black and white and the gold just makes them really timeless, very beautiful, and I think they will really elevate the room. So those three are going to hang side by side above the bed, so I'm going to hang those up. And then I've also got two more pictures that I've had for a long time, and they did used to hang here on the wall there, but I took them down about 2 years ago and put them into storage. And when I was repainting the other day, I thought, those two pictures would be perfect. So these were a gift from a friend in the Middle East, and they're quite beautiful. These were bought in Paris, and this is the Cardinal Mazarin. And they're kind of like engravings, and they have this gorgeous green satin mount around them. I'm not sure whether you can see. And then the frames are just exquisite with this antique bronze effect, and they're wood. So I think these are beautiful, and I've got two of these. So this is Cardinal Richelieu, and I think they're going to hang like that on the wall, and I just love them. Okay, so now I'm going to dress the bed with some cushions, and I do have some new cushion covers. I found these, and they're a green bobble cushion. To be honest, my budget for this makeover was quite small, and the type of cushions that I like are like £250 each. So I've just gone with something really inexpensive, and I have quite a nice trick to make cushions look more luxe and more expensive. So these are, I just bought the cushion covers without the fillings, and I actually had 4 of these yellow ones, which I've had for a very long time, about 10 years, and I still like them. So what I've done, and my trick to make cushions look a lot more expensive, is to fill them with 2 feather inserts. So feathers always feel a lot more luxurious. If you just add 1, it can kind of look a little bit, it looks okay, it doesn't look bad, but it kind of looks a little bit flat. When you have an expensive cushion, it's really always heavy and full, and it's really packed out with feathers. So my key piece of advice, if you want your feather inserts to look more expensive and more luxe, is to add 2 in there. So I've got 2 feather inserts in each one, and you can see they feel heavy and they're nice and full, and they just look more beautiful and more full. So that is my number 1 tip. Now, this makeover seems to have gone wrong at every step of the way. So what I intended to do was buy 3 of these covers. I ended up buying 2, and then the third one that I picked up was the wrong size. It was kind of like a bolster size, so that didn't work. So happily, I had to come up with another solution, and I wasn't going to include these yellow ones back into the bed, but They look really quite beautiful with the green, and because they have this fringe on them, it kind of elevates the style again. So it turned out to be actually for the best, which I think is pretty cool, and it seems to be the case a lot these days. When I think something's gone wrong, there's always a reason why. So yes, I'm going to just simply add these on by placing one here. And you can see they're really sturdy because they've got two inserts. And then again here, just to add a little bit of colour amongst all of this grey, because I'm not a huge fan of grey, but I've made myself a lovely grey bedroom, which is quite weird. And then I'm just going to put the yellow ones at an angle. Like this. And that just gives a little bit of colour and helps it look a little bit more beautiful. So one thing that I really appreciate from you, my fantastic audience, is your opinion and input on decisions that I make. So I wanted your help with something that I'm having a dilemma with about the lamps. So originally I had these lamps in the bedroom, and they were quite inexpensive, about £40 each. And although I didn't really love them, they worked well with the green being yellow. But I did plan to get rid of these this time for the bedroom makeover. And a friend of mine, who lives just on the next street, was selling some lamps that she had in her living room, which are these ones. Now these really are quite beautiful, very good quality lamps. They've got this crocodile leather here, and then they've got this gold finish. And I thought that they would be perfect. So when she said she was selling them, I thought, wow, they'd be great for the bedroom. But now that I've put them in here, because this is all a little bit grey everywhere, I'm wondering whether they actually work or not. So I don't know, what do you think? Do you think they work? So for now, at least, that is my bedroom makeover complete. But is anything ever really complete? I'm the kind of person who likes things to evolve over time, and there are many things missing in this room. But I'm also someone who doesn't like to rush my decorating process. I think you have to wait for as long as possible to find that one thing, that one picture, that one object, that one piece of furniture that just speaks to you and is perfect for a room. My design hero, Bunny Mellon, was looking for a particular table for her famous greenhouse, which is painted with trompe-l'oeil panels, which I'll show you a picture of, which is just incredible. But she was waiting for the perfect table for that greenhouse. Bear in mind that this lady was a billionaire and she had access to the most wonderful things, and she waited about 5 years to find the perfect table, and suddenly she found it in France. So I am also that kind of person who will do what I can in the moment, but then I want to make sure that if there's something that I'm looking for in particular, then I'm happy to wait for it. And I think that will make life a lot more beautiful because you're not constantly stressing about trying to get everything done. So my bedroom feels a lot more serene, a lot more elegant, a little bit more styled. The lamps I don't think are the solution, but I'm going to look out for some other ones. Also, the huge thing that is going to transform this room is if I change the carpet. The grey, as I mentioned twice I think, is really just bringing the whole room down. It makes it look not so classic, because you didn't really use grey carpets in classical times. So something more natural like a sisal or something a little bit more creamy will definitely transform this whole room. And the reason why I know that is because when I stand over here by the bed and the carpet is out of view, all the colours just look so beautiful together. It's so harmonious and chic. So the carpet definitely throws off the room. So I'll wait and maybe I'll get that fixed this year, but who knows. Let me know please what you think of this makeover. It was not the easiest makeover I've ever done. In fact, it was probably the most difficult. I kept running into challenges, but it is done now and I'm very, very glad that I decided to do it. So yes, let me know what you think of this video. If you would like to sign up to my free monthly newsletter, you can do so on nicolasfairford.com. That will be coming out in the next few days, so please, if you want to get that, sign up now. It is free and it is just filled with inspiration, beautiful things like my book of the month, fragrance of the month, what I've been doing, just sharing beautiful, lovely things. So that is every month and it's totally free. And you can sign up at nicolasfairford.com. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that you've enjoyed this episode and I look forward to seeing you next time, but until then, take care. Bye bye.